Drinking this every morning could be the reason why you're struggling to put on mass in the gym. All right. So here's a picture of me in June 2025, and here's a picture of me in December 2025. As you can see, there's a noticeable difference in the first picture. I'm about 135 pounds. In the second picture, I'm about 155 pounds while I was still being lean. All right. So I'm going to tell you exactly how quitting this drink right here, quitting coffee, got me these gains. So let's get straight into this video. Let's not waste any time. So first, I'm gonna tell you the reason why coffee could actually be killing your gains in the first place. All right, so coffee will block a lot of the signals in your body, in your brain. All right, so a good example for this is, whenever you drink coffee, right? You drink coffee and you're very tired, right? You might be very tired in the morning. You drink coffee and all of a sudden you feel extremely alert. You feel extremely awake like 30 minutes after. Whenever you're drinking coffee, it actually blocks the nerve in your body, in your brain, that tells your body and brain to be tired and relaxed, right? You're basically getting yourself out of relaxed mode and sleepy mode whenever you actually drink coffee. All right. So you might not think this is anything crazy yet. All right. But definitely the next reason will definitely kind of go more into this. All right. So if it's blocking the signals in your body and brain that tell you to be tired and to relax, is definitely going to do a lot more. So another thing coffee can do is it can boost your metabolism. All right, now this is a great thing. All right, for you, like the people who are like big and trying to lose weight or maintain weight, this is great, right? Metabolism, everyone knows this is great because it allows you to shred off weight and you get to eat more, and it's amazing, right? Everyone loves having good metabolism, right? Fast metabolism. But this could be a problem for people who are actually trying to bulk, people who are trying to put on weight, all right? Because if you have fast metabolism and you're eating a lot of food, just for it to kind of all go to waste because you have fast metabolism, it could lead to you shredding more weight and not getting as much gains as you could be if you weren't drinking coffee or having fast metabolism. All right. Me personally, I also have fast metabolism. So I think that's one of the big reasons why I've seen so much gains from just quitting coffee alone. All right. The final thing it does is it reduces your appetite. Now, this is massive, right? This is really massive to actually bulking in the gym, right? This is massive. If you're having a reduced appetite, you're not going to want to eat as much food. And if you don't want to eat as much food, you're not going to be able to consistently bulk up, right? Consistently eat the amount of calories you need to be eating, right? So you might think like you're eating a lot of food, but since your appetite is so reduced, you don't even realize that you're leaving a lot more food and calories on the table. All right. So whenever you're drinking coffee, it's going to block a lot of signals in your body and brain. It's going to boost your metabolism, and it's also going to reduce your appetite. And when it reduces your appetite, you're not going to want to be able to eat as much food. All right. And you need, like everyone knows, whenever you bulk, you need to be eating a lot of food. Because if you're not eating a lot of food, then you're not gaining weight. You're not gaining more muscle in the gym. All right. So now I'm going to go to my story on why coffee actually gave me more gains at the gym. All right, so I started consistently drinking coffee around the same time I started lifting, like 2.5 years ago. Right, I started drinking coffee, and there was nothing like big about it. Like, there's nothing, like there was no harm for me drinking coffee at the time. Right, I liked the taste of it. I liked how it made me feel a lot more awake throughout the day. So it was all like benefits right there. Right, I love drinking coffee. All right, so it was very easy for me to drink coffee every single morning, right? I was very addicted to drinking coffee every single morning. And it was like this for, like I said, 2.5 years, right? And I had no problem with doing this because I was getting gains in the gym. But then, after I got through the newbie gain phase, right? Everyone goes through the newbie gain phase. Here's a picture right here. All right. After I got done going through the newbie gain phase, I was at the same body type for literally like a year straight. All right. And whenever it's like that for a year straight, it's a big problem, right? You've been consistently working out, you've been consistently lifting your weights, consistently eating more food, and you're just making zero gains. It's a bad feeling. So around June 2025, so around 6 to 7 months ago, I decided to quit drinking coffee. All right. I experimented what would happen if I stopped drinking coffee. All right. And what do you know? As soon as I stopped drinking coffee, I was able to gain 20 pounds in the last 6 to 7 months, right? Since June, I gained 20 pounds. I went from 135 pounds to 155 pounds in just the span of 6 to 7 months. That is crazy, all right? So obviously, there could be other reasons why I was able to put on so much weight so fast. Like I was eating a lot of clean foods at the time, right? Whenever that June like area too, that same time frame, I was eating a lot more food. I was sleeping a lot more. I was really focused on eating like whole single ingredient clean foods. All right. So I was really focused on my diet, and I'm still very focused on my diet, right? I've been consistently following a very clean diet. And I ate a lot more calories for breakfast and a lot more calories in my protein shake. So obviously these can be huge roles, like in huge factors on why I was able to gain so much weight in such a short amount of time. But I believe coffee definitely played a huge role into my recent gain of weight. All right, because quitting coffee gave me more of an appetite, which made me want to eat more food. All right. So if I was in your situation and I was struggling to put on weight like I was that for that full year, this is exactly what I would do if I had to reset my bulking progress. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is quit this drink right here. Quit drinking coffee. All right. You got to cut it out. I already told you why. So just quit coffee and replace it with green tea. Green tea is a great replacement. It's going to give you a lot more benefits, and it's also still going to give you your caffeine that you need, but it's going to be a lot less and a lot more beneficial for you, right? It's not going to interrupt your sleep like coffee could. All right. Next, I want you to start sleeping 9 to 10 hours a night. Now, you might be like, Julian, that is so much sleep. I can't sleep 9 to 10 hours a night. I got school. Yes, you can sleep 9 to 10 hours a night. If I can do it, you can do it too. All right. The reason why you need to be sleeping this much a night is because whenever you sleep, that's when your muscles, your body recovers. You're going to be able to put a lot more mass whenever you sleep more, and you're going to be able to gain a lot more weight whenever you sleep more. All right. Well, I wouldn't say you would gain more weight, but you would definitely like grow more muscles, and growing more muscles is going to allow you to gain more weight. All right. So that's what I mean by gaining more weight. You're not going to get fatter while you sleep. Obviously, that's not how it works. You're actually fasting when you sleep, but your muscles are going to recover. Your body's going to fully recover while you sleep. And that's why it could actually gain you more weight, gain you more strength whenever you sleep. So sleep 9 to 10 hours a night. All right. Next, start eating high calorie protein packed meals. All right. What I mean by this is basically every meal you eat, you want to basically eat until you're full. All right. That's the sad reality whenever you're bulking. You just got to eat until you're full. So yeah, you might not like food as much as you used to, but it's crucial for making good gains. All right. So what I did was I started eating a lot more food in my breakfast. So I started eating more eggs, right? A lot more protein. Are you going to focus on getting high protein every single meal so you can get more gains? All right. Also, another thing I did was I started drinking a higher calorie protein shake, right? Before I was drinking like a okay calorie protein shake. Now I drink a real high calorie protein shake every night, and it gives me a lot of the nutrients I need for my body to grow more muscle. All right. Pro tip for this is if you're trying to like start eating a lot more high calorie protein packed meals, a pro tip for this is to eat until you're full, right? But don't stop whenever you're full, right? Eat just a little bit more and just kind of build gradually on that. Just keep spamming that. Just eat until you're full, then eat just a little bit more, and then just keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that over time. And your appetite is going to be able to get bigger, and you're going to be able to consume a lot more food. And whenever you consume a lot more food, you get to gain more weight. And that's the whole goal that we're trying to accomplish here. All right. And then finally, progressive overload in the gym to get stronger. All right. So progressive overload is basically going to be getting a little bit stronger every single week. So example I love to use is, let's say you're trying to bench 115 pounds, right? You're trying to bench 115 pounds for like 5 reps, right? Let's say you crush the 5 reps, right? You get to the 5 reps. Then the next session, whenever you actually hit the bench press, you want to go for 115 pounds, 6 reps. All right. And so that means you're getting better over the week. You want to just spam this with everything in life, basically. And that's how you get better. That's how you evolve. But this is how you evolve your weight too, right? It's how you evolve your gains in the gym too. So eat more food. So progressive overload with your food basically is what I'm preaching. And also progressive overload in the gym so you can actually get more gains, get more strength, and see a lot more progress in the gym. So if you stay consistent to this plan, you'll get a lot more gains in the gym, you'll get a lot more mass, and you'll get a lot stronger in general. All right. So if you want the exact meal plan I use to gain more weight, I currently have a pre-sale link in the description to my Dark Knight Blueprint course. It will have my exact workout and meal plan, and it will go a lot more in depth on how I gain so much weight so fast while staying incredibly lean. Like I said, there's a pre-sale right now, so it's going to be at this price for only just a little bit, right? So you got to get it as fast as possible. If not, you can wait, of course, but it's going to double soon. So make sure you get it as soon as possible. So to recap the video, we can basically come to the conclusion that coffee is killing your gains. The reason why is because it reduces your appetite, it boosts your metabolism. Like I said, these aren't bad things, right? If you're trying to maintain, lose weight, these are great, right? This is a great thing to have. But for us specifically trying to actually gain weight, gain more mass, eat more food, this is terrible for us, right? This is not what we want because we want to actually, bulk up. We're trying to get bigger. We're not trying to maintain our weight. We're not trying to lose weight. All right. So if you're trying to cut definitely consider drinking coffee. Drinking coffee is going to be great for people who are trying to cut, but for us specifically trying to bulk, quit coffee altogether so we can put on as much bulk as possible. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys can never miss an upload. And I plan on posting 1 to 2 times a week. I'm trying to be at a very consistent pace since this is a brand new channel. But if you guys want to support me, like I said, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and buy the Dark Knight method in the link in the description. Join the Batcave today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Stop drinking coffee if you're actually trying to put on mass. I'll see you guys in the next one.